Hello, teacher. My name is Sonia Jaramillo, and today I'm going to present a general summary of Unit Number 5, Music and Food. In this presentation, I will talk about the main topics studied in the unit, including vocabulary, um, listening, conversation, grammar, and speaking skill. Finally, I will share a personal reflection about what I learning and how I can apply this knowledge in real life. Unit number 5, music and food. In this unit, I have 6 points. The first is general overview of the unit. This unit explores two topics that are of our daily life, music and food. Music everywhere. We listen to music, for example, at home, at school, in histories, in restaurants, and even while studying of exercising. Different sound can influence our emotions, uh, our concentration, and even our behavior. Food is another important topic because it's connected with communication. We often eat with family or friends, order food in restaurants. I tell about eating habits and describe our favorite dishes. Through this unit, we learn how these two topics are connected and let's continue with number 2. It's about vocabulary. On the first objective of this unit was explaining vocabulary related to sounds, emotions, food, restaurant, and service. Some vocabulary describe sound and music. For example, loud, quiet, upbeat, relaxing. Uh, Affect, noise. These words help us explain how music make us feel. For example, when I say relaxing music help me feel calm, the unit also include vocabulary about food and restaurants such as waiter, customer, order, restaurant, breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, delicious, species, wheat. Okay, learning this vocabulary. Um, Allow us to communicate in everyday situation, especially when eating out. Let's continue with the next point is number 3 is about listening comprehension. Okay, in this part, listening is one of the most important skills below in this unit. The first strategy is making inference. Something a speaker don't expresses everything directly. Listening must understand the high meaning by pay attention to intonation, stress, and context. And this help us understand feelings, options, and intentions. Okay. Another important strategy is taking notes on cause and effect. When listening, we identify two important points. The first, what causing something and what happened as the result. The unit introduced conductors, connections of conductors such as, for example, because, as a result, things too. Okay, recognizing this expression help us organize information while listening. Another listening skills is identify complete and incomplete areas. A complete areas has such as a verb and express a complete thought. An incomplete area leaves the listener waiting for more information. And intonation is very important because it tells us whether the speaker has finishes speaking or will continue. The listening strategy improve the conversation and help us the better listener. Okay, let's continue with the next point is number 4 is about grammar. Okay, the grammar focus on this unit is so interesting. It's about reflective pronouns and reciprocal pronouns. And what is a reflective pronouns? A reflective pronouns are used when the subject and the object are the same person. No, these pronouns are, for example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourself, and themselves. Okay, for example, I taught myself English. Um, they can also empathize that sometimes performs an action alone. No, for example, I prepare my presentation myself. And reciprocal pronouns describe the action that are shared between two or more people. For example, each other or one another. For example, they help each other or the student respect one another. The difference is simple. For example, the reflective pronouns reflect the backpack to the same person, and reciprocal pronouns describe the interaction between different people. Let's continue with the next point is a number five is speaking. In the speaking, in this unit also below the speaking skills, and one important aspect is showing confidence while speaking English. To become a confident speaker, we show the stand out trying or maintain eye contacts is so important. They speak slowly, pronouncing words, organizing our ideas, and practicing before presentation. This point is necessary for a good presentation. And confidence growth with practice in making mistake is a part of the learning process. Let's continue with the next point is number six, the importance of music and food. This unit remains as music and food are more important and entertain a basic need. The music can reduce the stress, improve concentration, and create different emotion. The food also bring stress, improve the concentration, and create different emotion, no. The food also bring the people together. Sheet meals helps strengthen the relationship with the family and friends, and restaurant use music to create a comfortable atmosphere, making customers enjoy their meals even more. For this reason, music and food are closely connected in our daily life. And next, continue with a personal reflection of what I learned. Is so important question. From this unit, I learned the new vocabulary related to music, sound, emotion, food, restaurant, and customer service. I also improve my listening and speaking by practice how make inference, identify cause and effect, relationship, and recognize a complete and incomplete areas. In grammar, I learned to correct use of reflective pronouns and reciprocal pronouns, which are very useful and in every conversation, no, or everyday conversation. Finally, I learned that speaking confidently isn't about speaking perfectly, but communication clearly and practice is regularly, no. And a personal reflection. In my opinion, this unit is very useful because music and food are part everyone's daily life, no? So I realizing that music can influence our emotion, our mood, our even our ability to study or relax. I also learning that communication is very important when eating in a restaurant or taking our about our favorite food. The listening strategy through in this unit will help me understand English better. Will the grammar and vocabulary will improve my speaking and writing. Oh, overall, I believe This unit helped me become more confident as using English a real life situation and practicing these skills because they are essential for my academic life and my future career as an English teacher. Thank you so much for your time.